So I will present moreover a use case, and I really like to call, so now this is really fashion, grass-fed everything. So these are grass-fed species distribution modeling, which is a tool I use a lot in my research. So my name is Verónica Andreo. I come from Argentina. I work as an associate researcher there in the Argentinian Space Agency. This is where I come from. This is where I work. I do remote sensing and GIS applications for disease ecology and public health. So I mostly deal with data from, let's say, mosquitoes, rodents, dengue cases, hantavirus cases, and that kind of things. And I do species distribution modeling, like probability of occurrence of diseases or the species, and risk maps. My background is in biology and ecology, and I did a MSc in spatial information applications as well. And I am a member of the GRASS development team, and currently serve as a project chair. So you see my voice, well, it will pass. Yeah, so I went from that, doing that in the field, to just working with the computer. Okay, now the real stuff. Basically, what is a species distribution model? It more or less follows the workflow of like any other model. Let's say you have a response variable, some predictors or independent variables, a model. It can be whatever, GLM, Maxent, random forest, deep learning, machine learning, whatever you want. And then you get a prediction, right? It can be like a curve, the relationship of the response and the predictors, or a map, okay? Where do I use GRASS for, or when do I use GRASS? I use it to obtain the response variable, like occurrences of mosquitoes or infected plants or things like that. And also to process and, let's say, feature engineering my predictor variables. And for that, I kind of consider, I use there my ecology and biology background to create sort of relevant or meaningful predictor variables for whatever mosquito or rodents or whatever animal I'm dealing with. Then I basically do a model and a spatial prediction with the respective uncertainties or standard deviations. And for this, I use R. So this is why I used, or I named my talk grass-fed species distribution modeling, because I do like all this pre-processing in grass. I store my data in grass. I do the modeling in R. I predict in R, and then I come back to grass. And for this connection, I use this nice interface. It's an R package called rgrass. Okay, so grass-fed how? For the response variable, let's say I need occurrence points. There's a nice add-on tool in GRASS that I can use that allows me to query a global database on biodiversity. Ooh. This data can also be digitized from literature. Basically, I do screenshots of maps on papers and then digitize, and I get my occurrences, or processing remote sensing data. For the predictor variables, I can directly import into GRASS, like download and directly import into GRASS, because we have tons of modules to streamline access to data. Or I do feature engineering from remote sensing data with image analysis, OBA chain, time series, change detection modules, and so on. And why? Well, I think that I get the best of both worlds. So GRASS streamlined access to data. GRASS is fast. It's memory efficient. It has robust tools for remote sensing, raster, time series processing. I get the advantages of GRASS database management. So all my data is there when he needed. It's not distributed all over my computer. I use the variety of interfaces that GRASP provides us. So sometimes I need the GUI to visualize something and I use it. Sometimes I need R, sometimes I use Python. So good. And I get the super strong part of R, which is like the modeling, the statistics. Yeah, I finished. And the reporting